Welcome back. Well, after months of trash talking, a world promotional tour and the final weigh-in, the Mayweather-McGregor fight is just hours away. Fresh out of retirement, undefeated boxer Loyld Mayweather will face off against the Irish mixed martial arts champ Conor McGregor, who has never competed in a professional boxing match. Mayweather, who has a history of domestic violence, stands to make hundreds of millions of dollars from this fight. Don Riddell sat down with the Ultimate Fighting Championship, or UFC, president Dana White to find out why this is one of the most hyped boxing matches of all time.
When you're tuning in to watch a sporting event, right, the World Cup, your team's in it. Just because it's the World Cup, it doesn't mean it's the best soccer game you've ever seen, right? If the Super Bowl isn't always the best football game you've ever seen. And, a mega fight like this might not be the best fight you've ever seen. It's all part of live sports. It's a part of professional sports. But I can tell you this, Conor McGregor has never been in a boring fight, ever, in his entire career. And I don't expect Saturday to be either.
Let's talk a little bit about the promotional tour, where the fighters went through various cities and there was tens of thousands of people, and, there was a lot of energy in those rooms. But there was some things said which a lot of people found quite offensive. How did you feel about how that all played out?
Listen, this is the fight game. This isn't like, this isn't tennis or squash or something, you know what I mean? This is the fight game. These two guys, you're offended by what they said, they're gonna try to knock each other unconscious on Saturday. I don't think there's anything too mean that can be said leading up to a fight. And when you get the adrenaline and you get two guys that are, at a type of press event like that, where all these negative things are flying, you get a little fired up, and some things fly out of your mouth that might not be politically correct. It's a fight. At the end of the day, it's a fight.
So you're okay with that? I mean, there was a lot of unbroadcastable words, homophobic slurs, racist overtones. You're okay with your brand being associated with that?
I know both of these. Listen, I know Conor McGregor, okay? And I've known him for a long time. He's not a homophobe. He's not a racist. He's not, he's not anything negative. Any other time you see this guy, you don't hear or see these things. These guys are getting prepared for a fight, and it happens. It happens. I don't think anybody's that sensitive. I think people can shrug it off and understand and take it into context. We live in a world today where people just love to bring that stuff up, and they love to blow things up, bigger than they really are. Makes headlines, and it's fun to talk about.
What are you most looking forward to about Saturday night?
I'm looking forward to the fight. I'm looking forward to these guys coming in, squaring off, and seeing how this thing plays out. All the naysayers, when Conor McGregor knocks Floyd Mayweather out, I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear Floyd was too old. I don't want to hear Floyd hasn't fought in 2.5 years. I don't want to hear that the 30-year-old Floyd Mayweather wouldn't have done this. I don't want to hear any of that stuff on Monday.
We'll stay with CNN for special coverage of the fight in about 9 hours from now. Well, thanks so much for joining us for this edition of CNN Newsroom. I'm Lynda Kinkade. Inside Africa is just ahead, but first, I'll be back with the headlines.